Howdy. I hope everybody is doing exceptionally well today. This Sunday. Sunday is a great day. Great energy. What are we doing today? Always remember, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It's a very foggy, gloomy day. And when I close my eyes to do my little mantra before the reading, I saw like this beam coming down. And then I thought of this reading that I did not too long ago about a Babadook portal being opened. Ooh, look at the card that fell down. Forbidden. We also have, picking up my eye here, this candle in reverse for honesty. And then underneath we have conclusion. And then right under that, look at that, High Priestess of Fire in reverse. What is with this fire in the middle here? Forbidden and then conclusion. And then look at this. Complicated with invisible in reverse. And then playful in reverse here. I'm going to take that as the last card. Because the thing is, I'm going to take deceit actually as the last card versus loyalty in reverse. And denial. Oh, okay. Okay. All right. Okay, I got this. Okay. Wow. Holy shit. I wasn't really expecting this type of message. I am never expecting any message, though. I'm just glad messages come through in general, to be honest. Okay, so we have somebody has been on the inside trapped, okay, with somebody that's denying. Okay, so the way that I see this, the way this is coming out, is this fire energy here, okay, this honesty in reverse with this High Priestess of Fire in reverse. What I feel like is because it's forbidden, I feel like something in your life has been manipulated by this fire, okay? And it's the universe is stating that the evidence, and in this case, is very complicated and it's very complex, which is why it's coming to the surface, right? This is something that somebody wouldn't be able to decipher on their own. I'm going to have a problem deciphering the message myself. So you can imagine how hard the public would be to try to figure out what's going on if they're not third eye open. Okay, so somebody has deceived somebody. Again, I'm seeing this fire. Somebody has deceived somebody, and they've been they've been noticeably trying to hurt you. So put it this way. I don't know if for the last little while, anytime that you were around people and they were all having a good time, for some reason, you wouldn't be able to have a good time. Somehow that good time will get taken away from you. Either somebody says something to you or you get interrupted, you have to leave. It's like somebody has been outwardly, okay, so not even trying to hide it anymore, about how much they fucking hate you. Okay, honestly, it's like, look at the way this woman is looking. Like I mean, I don't even want her looking at me. Like, that's an awful look. And it's almost like this person is looking at you, trying to mess with you, trying to deceive you. They want the worst things to happen to you. Okay. and they're using fire somehow. Like, this person might swear on the holy fucking Bible every day that they're not lying. And that's just a form of lying, right? When you have to go out of your way to continually say that you're not lying about something, and if someone's not really asking you about it, but you just kind of, this person just kind of keeps saying, well, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Like, that's what I said. And you're like, I wouldn't even think that. Why would you think that? And then your mind starts going, are you lying? Like, because why would you say you're not lying when I didn't even think that? That I didn't even go down that road, right? But you've gone down that road. Why have you got it? And that's what people will do. People who are deceiving you, what they'll do is it's like they'll start addressing things that they think you're noticing, right? Because they're doing it. So they'll be like, well, did you notice that? Did you notice that? And it's like, no, like, I'm not always trying to notice stuff. Like, what are you talking about, right? But this person is so fixated on you that it comes out that way, right? That they think that you're thinking everything they're thinking because there's so much in your head, right? But you're on this like other plane now. It's almost like you kind of like left your body in a sense, and you go and you talk over there in the corner, and then you come back to your body because somebody is so fixated on what you're doing in your body that you physically, I feel like, have to leave, right? Because they've forbidden you to get away from them. So, but you've illusion. I think that's what it is. You've illusion. You've created this portal where you can leave yourself, go and deal what you have to deal with, and then come back to your body. And it looks like you've never left at all because, oh my God, you go on autopilot. Wow. So it just looks like you're there, but your body now has been trained to function without you there. Whoa. That's intense. Like, when you think about that, that's astral projection while being awake. Not a lot of people have been able to master that. That's like, I'm getting Doctor Strange now. You know, the guru that he goes and sees, that woman, and she's playing in dimensions and she's doing things, and she teaches him how to do the same thing. It's the power of the mind. Your physical body is not going anywhere, but your spiritual body is. I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my goodness. This is a really awesome reading. Like, I really like this reading. I mean, I do not like this energy at all. I am not liking this energy at all. Like, this energy is making me want to puke, but it's because of this type of energy, right? Like Doctor Strange, right? He gets in that car accident because he's not paying attention, right? And then he almost ruins his body, but then it's just his body. He realizes that he can heal his body through the power of his mind, that your mind is bigger, it's stronger than your body. Your body, the things that your body is capable of doing in times where you just get out of your mind and you go and you do it, it's because when you are in your mind, you stop yourself, right? There are restrictions. You realize things are dangerous, but when you come out of your mind, right, and you get out of your space, then what your body is capable of doing is like superhero shit. Like, just for yourself, for other people, it's incredible because it's like your body is like, it's like your soul is like soaring above your body. And that's how you realize that you could defeat this person. It's like this person has put you in some type of spell with flames all around you and you can't get out, right? It's almost like, I feel like they did like a campfire ceremony or they did like a candle ceremony and they like put you in to the middle of it, but you were created of a substance like clay or something that couldn't get burned down, right? It can still work with fire. And then they built this fire around you and then basically told you that you weren't allowed to fucking move. And that's why this has become this is a really complicated message because it's not just cut and dry. It's like moon inflicted for one. So there are many things that you can't see. It's trapped behind 3 or 4 or 5 different layers, right? It's green invested. So it's like heart chakra invested. So that's where we start going over to this pile over here. So we've got loyalty, grove with denial and cycles. So this person, has been a loyal part of your life for a while. Okay. They have a position in your life, okay, and they've made themselves quite comfortable, okay, um and that's a denial, or they've made you look like you're quite comfortable in real life, but it's an illusion. It's an illusion. You're actually in quite a dangerous position, okay, which is why the cycles are coming in. That's why this is a lot of moon inflicted now. It's like when you need to work with the moon. Actually, I found this out the other day, is when you want to work with the moon, you draw a picture of the moon. I didn't know that. So I was like, okay, that's a fun fact for you, because the man in the moon will guide you, right? It's a masculine energy. It's very controlling. It knows how to control the fucking tides. Could you imagine what it could do to a human being's soul, right? If it's so powerful, it can control a mass like water. Okay. So what the universe is saying is that this person has been so out in the open now about how they've trapped you and how they've denied you comfort, that the comfort that you're in is not actual comfort. It's very dangerous, and there are things lurking to get you. There are things hiding to get you, and you can't stay there forever. It's almost like they've made you a statue. Like, I mean, going along with Benedict, I'm also getting Sherlock. And I'm getting this episode of the Golem. And golems are created through clay. And then I said this thing with clay. Like, I don't know if somebody has created put your energy in something in order to do this ceremony. And that's how you're living. It's like you're a statue. And all these things are happening around you, but you can't. So that's how we're getting back to the original message, was they made you a statue. So what you've done is created a portal through your mind space, through this entrapment that they put you in, and you've created a portal to get out of it, so then you can go and you can deal with life, and you can go, oh my God, that's what it is. Okay, so yeah, you've created a time and space where you can work outside of your statue body now. That is so fucking creepy. Now I'm getting the song Capable by Ko, and this line has been coming to me. No one knew that you were capable of love, because this person made you a statue. So on the outside, it looks like you don't give a shit about anything because you've acquired nothing, because they've statued you. So what this person has done. Oh my God, now I'm getting Linkin Park Bleed It Out. So I don't know if you've recently bled. I think that, okay, if you recently bled, like somehow you I don't know, cut yourself or something, that was to prove that you're not a statue, that you're a living being, and that what this person has done has actually put your entire life into this clay statue, and your soul, like your temple, your 3D temple has been completely blocked out from life. I wouldn't even be surprised if people don't see you at all. Or if they do see you, they look at you like you're nothing, because they look at you like you're not alive, like you're dead, you're a dead man walking. And yeah, of course they would. This person has statued you. It has come through your life so bad. But you bled. So you let the world know. It's like Pan's Labyrinth. You bled into your portal like how the little girl does at the end. She bleeds through the portal that's in the labyrinth, right? And then that's where her soul goes back to her father, because her father left her all of these portals so that he could get his daughter back, because his daughter was taken from him. So it's like you have opened up these portals everywhere so then you can go into these portals, do work, and then come back to your statue. And this witch doesn't know what you're doing, because you like it's like, oh my God, it's like you've created illusion around an illusion. It's like you duplicated your soul in some way. So she sees that your soul is even still sitting there, but it's not. You're oh my God, it's like you've become a magician. The ultimate illusionist. You've created illusion around illusion around illusion. I just saw, okay, there's my buddy. Okay, there's my sign. You have created illusion upon illusion to get away from this witch. Wow. Wow. I like don't know what to do now. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let's see what my characteristic cards say here. Italian in reverse. So yeah, the universe is like, you've got to clear this loyalty away from you. Like, this person that you think is so loyal to you is the one that's doing the most harm to you. So this is a twisted up Six of Cups situation from the past. So there is a bloodline here. I purposely did the hearts coming together because everything is intertwined when it comes to a family dimension. Right? It's like mitochondria DNA. Like, you might not have the exact DNA, but you've got the same mitochondria DNA, which means you're in the same family. Naive, not seeing things big picture. This person was very naive. They did a lot of work. They did a lot of spell work out of anger. And the one thing I learned the other day watching this man speak about something, he goes, never act out of your current energy you're in. And it made a lot of sense, because it was like, oh my God, you're right. Like, because if you're all of a sudden in anger, you should never act on that anger. And if you're super sad, you should never act on that super sadness. Like you have to wait until your body is clear and it's balanced and it's temporal. And then you go and you make your actions. Then you go and you do stuff, but you don't go and do stuff off your current emotion on something if you've been whipped in the face with something. Right? A fool's journey in reverse. This person is an idiot. Like, this person, they don't think clearly. They just are angry. And when you work out of anger, and this person has massively done things in your life that have hurt you, and they've done them straight in your face. They haven't even been trying to hide it because of how much they hate you, and they want to take play away from you. Like, I don't know if maybe you haven't been able to do stuff lately, right? And it was before it was okay, well, you know, it's COVID and like can't really have a lot of fun. But no, this person has gone above and beyond. They've gone past COVID. They've gone well before COVID to take good times away from you, to take the playfulness away from you, to have you sitting there around these flames, not moving. That's where they want you. So they can stare at you and hate you and send you hate and have you just sitting there, taking it all. Like, oh my gosh, look at this. Naive, overkill, overthrow. Like, this person has gone beyond, right? And when you go beyond, you're blind. You're just doing things because you're hearing something and you don't even see that what you're hearing is not matching up with what you're seeing, because this person is being deceived. They're obviously listening to something very demonic. They're very schizophrenic from the sounds of it, and they don't know what they're listening to. All they're listening to, something is so angry, right? Slow ass person. So this is the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. So this person's been actually moving quite quickly. Okay. They've been moving quite quickly to slow you down. And this is, so we're working above ground here. So we got above ground or below ground. We're working above ground depending on how the card is flipped. And this is happening. Where they're hurting you is hitting you in 3D. Look at, what did I say? They're blacked out. They're blacking out and they're hurting. They're not grasping what they're doing. They just want to hurt because they're listening. This person needs to get on some serious medication to shut that window up to what they're listening to. Like, this person is very schizophrenic. And a lot of people don't even know they're schizophrenic. Like, this person has gone above and beyond. And it's just an overkill. They're overkilling your life. That's why it has to be brought to the surface, and it has to be exposed. People have to be exposed for what they're doing. We got African American here. We've got Vicky. Ooh, this person's a slut. Okay, they're a slut. They want to sleep around. They want to fuck around. And I don't know if they're doing this in 3D. It doesn't really matter where they're doing it. Haunting, hiding. This person's hiding. So this person is like, they have the ability to hide and do things behind closed doors while you're completely exposed to something, and they're not. So they're playing in this dark realm for some reason. And I do believe we've got for sale in reverse. I do believe that they've put your soul up for sale in some way. And, or they've taken the rights of your soul away from you, kind of thing, right? There's the shield in reverse. So this person has taken away your shield from you. So then you can't defend yourself, and they've put this fire barrier around you, so then you can't move and you can't get to that shield. Okay? We've also got eye for an eye. So the universe is acknowledging the fact of what they're doing, and in this Ten of Swords energy where they've left you high and dry and they just want to bleed you out, right? They want to leave you so you've got nothing. This person's energy really wants to hurt you. And if they want to hurt you that bad, but you haven't done anything, right? You're just an innocent person. Now I'm getting to Fargo. You know, you're just that wife, Jean, you know, you just get kidnapped and you haven't done anything. It's all Jerry's fault. Jerry's the one that's fucking orchestrated this whole thing. But for some reason, Jean dies, right? It's like that. It's like somebody's been orchestrating this, and they wanted you to get hurt in the long run. And by hurting you, that really got this person off. This person felt good to hurt you. And that is a no-no. You know, when people are getting gratification from hurting people that have never done anything to them, they've not hurt them in any way, right? Just to lie about it, like this person is lying about what they're creating, and they're creating everything as an illusion, and it's forbidding you from a life. That's not allowed. Where's cosmic law here? Right. And I recently realized that for my whole life, I've been living under Cindy law, and that's my stepmother's name. And she's made her own laws. Like, she runs a fucking country, and it's what Cindy says is how it goes. And it doesn't matter. You know, it doesn't matter if you don't agree with it. It doesn't matter if you don't like her. It's Cindy law, and you have to abide by it. Now I realize that I've broken Cindy law. I've broken what she holds so dearly in controlling an entire group of people, right? Because she is so tormented, and she's been so exposed to something so nasty that she has to have complete control. If she doesn't have that control, she feels out of control, and that lack of control forces anxiety on her that she claims she doesn't have. She actually like looked at me, like scoffed at me for saying that I had anxiety attacks. And she goes, I don't know what anxiety is. And I've watched her physically my whole life have anxiety attacks. So the fact that she tries to fool herself into believing she doesn't have anxiety is what's forcing her to live in such anxious energy that forces her to try to control everything. Right now I'm getting Land of the Lost by Slain and Apathy, or Slain and is Apathy in it? I know terminology. It's Slain and Terminology album, Anti-Hero. This person's an anti-hero. This person is not a hero. This person is not trying to do something good for you. This person is acting, when you act out of pure rage, and you're forcing this emotion out, and you don't even want to see the destruction that you're doing, then the universe has to come in and stop it, because it's an unstoppable force And that's ruining lives. Like even Katrina got fucking cut down, you know, like these things can only come in and do so much damage before they even lose their energy too. Right. And you've created a way to get away from her and to get away from this spell. And you've done it so well that you've been able to expose what they're doing, which means the fire has gone out. Right? The fire, they can't use what they've been using this whole time to fuel you into being trapped behind a door. Like, I mean, even, what was that lady's name? It's so funny. I can't ever remember her name. Oh yeah, Ruby Frank. And while I'm recording, and, you know, her son that she tied up, with the duct tape, he got away. Right? Like, and she was, I mean, the way that they describe her, she was a blackout rage case. Like she just wanted to do things because she just wanted to see her kids fucking running around for her. You know, and that's very much like my stepmother. Like those bitches, I mean, you gave the universe gave them the ability to be mothers, and they abused those rights. And when you abuse the rights of a mother with a child, I mean, I don't want to know what those implications are going to add up to. I really don't. I mean, because she thought she was so smug. And that's how women act. They're smug about the things that they do to children or the things that they do to other women. It's a smugness, right? The way that women get their baby daddies all worked up, you know, and they're talking shit about them. Like, oh, look at, watch. I mean, I watched this chick hold her kid back from my boyfriend at the time. And if he didn't give her $1,000, she wouldn't let him see his son. And that was like a weekly thing she would do. Give me $1,000 or you're not seeing your kid. And he would just look at his phone and I'd be like, let me guess, is that her again? And he, by the end of it, once he realized he was $80,000 in debt. He had taken $80,000 out of the, I think a lot of it was the equity in his house. And a lot of it went onto his credit. And when he added it all up, we had broken up and, but we were really good friends. So like we kind of stayed in contact. And I remember seeing him like a year or so later. And I was like, yeah, so how's that fucking bitch in your life? And he's like, honestly, Whitney, he's like, I'm so embarrassed with how I acted with her. And he's like, she put me over $80,000 in debt. He's like, I sold my condo. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? But it was his fault. He allowed her to act that way, right? And when you allow somebody to do something because they're holding your kid hostage, and I mean, Gary was a cop. Like he was a cop and she was blackmailing a police officer. And like when bitches think that they can just do something, I mean, talk about a cunt on fire. Really, honestly, like the damage that women want to do to get back at other people for being called out for what they've done. Women don't want to eat shit, man. Like I've really seen women go like, ain't no way I'm eating that shit. Like, oh, but you can throw it in people's faces, but you can't take a single piece being even at your feet. Like you've got to throw a temper tantrum. Like, okay. Like this is obviously this woman that I'm picking up. Oh, look at that. I didn't even see there was cards sitting there. I have to put the lid on my juice now because I keep spilling it. I've become a child. I've dropped my iced tea, a full iced tea, 2 times in the last 2 days. And every time I do it, I laugh. And then I just sit there. And then slowly spend my time cleaning it up and going like, Whitney, spill your fucking juice one more time. And I'm like, nope, the lid's going on that Yeti. I ain't doing that again until I can stop having loose arms, apparently. Oh, wow, look at this. We've got suicidal father with STD. But it's suicidal father in reverse. It's the King of Cups in reverse. But you know, I did different characteristics for them all. And this little guy here, with STD, it's like somebody has, you know, they could have given you an STD. this person, or wished one on you, or diseased your mind in some way to want to kill yourself. And you could have been on a swing for a while of like, you know what, either this world is going to accept me or I'm going to die. It's one or the other, right? It's life or death for a lot of us for a very long time, right? Because we don't really know how the universe is going to accept us and if we're going to be able to make it through, right? When you have to battle for your life, you kind of go, it's like joining the army. You go overseas, you kind of just say to yourself, all right, we're going to war. Like, you don't really know if you're going to come back. And that's an honest thing to say. Like, to think that you've got everlasting life is fucking retarded, because you don't. And then to think that you wouldn't have to fight for your life is also kind of naive. Because of course you have to fight for your life. Who the fuck else is doing it? If you're not doing it, you're not going to have a bunch of people lining up on the outside of your house going, go, blah, 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 go. You know, like, no, it's not the movies. And even the movies, I've noticed, like, shit's a lot worse than the movies. I mean, they make shit fucking PG compared to really what it is on the outside world, right? So I feel like this person has had a lot of, like, unfiltered thoughts and, like, a lot of disease put on them and a lot of really unhealthy thoughts. Like, if you actually notice, he's putting a knife through his head. I put little tears on him so then he was crying. But he's putting a fucking knife through his head. Okay? What kind of king would put a knife through his own head? Like, what are you talking about? Right? And it's like, it cuts to the heart so deep of somebody that they've maybe you've literally been driving yourself insane to the point of, like, hurting your own mind, trying to figure out what is happening and what is going on with you, right? And universe is here to tell you this is what's been going on with you. Yeah, so this person put some type of target on you, okay? And because they're brokenhearted about something. And I don't know what that means. Like I said, this person's acting out of their current feelings, and their however way they feel in the universe doesn't have anything to do with you. It's how they're reacting to you. So if the universe has given them something and they're angry, then they lash that anger out to you, right? They always have to push their anger out to you for some reason. This person is some type of very jealous energy playing in the background of your life, okay? They put this target on you, okay? And they put you in a lot of, in a damaging state, okay? And this person is, I believe, living somewhere at a lake. They're either living on the lake or they're living by the lake, and they're saying that they're healing. And a part of their so-called healing is to destroy your life. This is a very, I wouldn't be surprised if you've gone really quiet. And this person might be really quiet too, because everything they're doing, they're just attacking you in their own head over and over and over and over and over again. So this person actually might have become nonverbal because everything they're saying is in their fucking head. Okay. This person needs help. Okay, they need a lot of help, like institutional help. They need people listening to them. They need to be completely honest about how they feel and why they do what they do, why they act out of rage. When people are acting that much out of rage, you have to wonder why. What happened to them where they didn't get the justice that they felt like they deserved? So now they're going out and they're creating justice for themselves against people that they just don't like. People are allowed to not like somebody without going and trying to destroy their life. Just because you don't like somebody, it doesn't make any sense why people do the things that they do simply because they don't like you. What does that mean? I don't give a shit. I don't like you either. I'm not trying to destroy your fucking life, though. So this is beyond not liking. They're just using that as an excuse. Well, I don't like you. That's not, universe doesn't pick up on shit like that, honey. If you just don't like somebody, then you walk away and you don't hang out with them. You don't talk to them. You don't try to ruin their life because of something. We've also got Canadian, which makes me think this is going on in Canada. Obviously, we've got obsession with lightning fast. This person got obsessed with you really quickly. I don't know why they got obsessed with you. I don't know what makes them think that being obsessed with you is a good thing, and that because of that obsession, they're controlling you. Like, this deceit is so disgusting. Like, I actually just physically, I'm just going to turn her around because I can't look at that anymore. I can't look at women that are like that, right? And it's very hard for me to work with women because of how vindictive they are. I worked with somebody one day, and she goes to me, this new cook that we got didn't respond to her the way that she wanted to be responded to. So she comes over, she walks over to me. This is how she spoke. That cook just fucked with the wrong person. He gave me a dirty look. Okay? Do you understand what that does to me? He doesn't deserve to look at me like that. So guess what? He's gonna get nasty ass looks for the rest of this shift. And like, I think I was like making a tea or something, or like I was like making a coffee or something. And I look over at her and I'm like, okay. And then she just, you know what I mean? And then walked away. I like went over to the cook and I was like, yo, what the fuck happened between you and her? And he's like, what do you mean? I was like, did something just happen between like you and Izzy? And he's like, no. And I'm like, were you mad or something? Like, did she say something piss you off? And he's like, no. He's like, I just started here. He's like, I don't have anything to be angry about. And it was true. He had just started with us. And I was like, I know, you're so pleasant right now. And he's like, I don't know what she's talking about. And I'm like, oh my God. Because she saw something in her little make-believe head that she wanted to fucking... She just, that's what people do. They make up things in their head. That person just gave me a dirty look. Fuck them. Road rage. Like, what do you mean? Like, that's something, that person could be talking on the phone. They could be thinking about how much they want to kill their mother. And you just happen to look at them. Like, just because they look at you dirty, it doesn't mean that has anything to do with you. Like, people are so fucking... Everything's about me. Everything's about me. And it's like, oh, dear God. Like, who raised you on the biggest cloud ever that makes you think you're a fucking princess? Ain't nobody fucking thinking about you, bitch. Like, oh, this person is just disgusting. I do not like this energy, but you know what? It was such a good reading because you are so much beyond this person. This person is so level. You know, they're at the darkest level. They don't care what they're doing, who they're hurting, and you're above so many levels, and you're looking at them like, man, you do one more thing and you're just hurting yourself, and you're watching them hurt people, and you're just like, oh, what are you doing? But you're out of it, you know, as long as you just keep yourself out of it, keep like whatever they're doing to other people, whatever the universe is clocking them. They know what this person is doing. This person's not smart. Okay. They're actually very stupid, which is why they've been doing everything straight to your face, why they're not even trying to hide it, because they've been doing it for so long that they actually think they've gotten away with it, which is the perfect fucking idiot to be dealing with. You always want people to make sure they feel safe. And then that's when you hit them. Make a wish, bitches, because something's coming in for you. This target that they put on you, it's like those are the layers that I'm seeing, right? It's like you're in that middle circle, and then they're this inside one, you know, they've created this energy around you, and then they put the fire on the outside, right? They know what they're doing. And when people know purposely how much they're hurting somebody, then that's where you get exposed, right? Because it's that cockiness the universe can't stand. And this person is getting cocky, right? And they're doing things, they're spiteful, right? They're cocky, they're laughing at you. And that's no. You don't act like that. That's just awful energy. And it's like prima donnas, you know, just acting like they're fucking shit don't stink. Well, I've got daddy's credit card though. How could you possibly get me in trouble? Oh gosh. Entitled little idiots. Okay, so awesome reading. Because of how entitled this person feels like they are, you got away. You're so much smarter than the average person, and you're smarter than them. And they think that they're untouchable, and they think they're allowed to do things. And that's the most incredible fucking incriminator, you know, like keep thinking that you're smarter than the law. Keep doing it. I'm not talking about, you know, the judicial law. I'm talking about the universal law, which most people don't think that exists because they're that entitled to themselves. Very sad, very sad. Anyways, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't resonate, don't take it. Obviously, this was a huge message, huge reading, huge energy. I'm very stoked about it. So, personal messages, whitneymoonshine@gmail.com. If not, just enjoy the channel. Monthly monthly subscription, $4.99. Exclusive members only videos, which are awesome. And yeah, thanks for the comments, subscribes, emails, everything you guys do. Such an amazing channel. I'm very happy to be here. We've got, ooh, lovely. We've got fulfillment on the bottom of the deck. So this is, you know, your cup is coming back. Like, you never expect somebody to do infinite work on somebody, like, without it eventually cracking. So anyways, I'm all of a sudden getting this brand new song. Times Like These, I think it's called. Oh, such a good song. You should listen to this band called Brand New. They're just awesome. I love them so much. All right. Peace out, everybody. Have a good one.